Angela married early. She was young and foolish. When an intern came to the village for an internship, she fell in love immediately and seriously. And Aaron paid attention to her. Moonlit strolls, declarations of love. 3 months flew by like one day. Back in the city, Aaron didn't return alone, but with his young wife. Life began to be wonderful. Her husband adores her, never says a bad word, throws her gifts. But Angela's thoughts are restless. For some reason it seems to her that it can't be so good. They haven't quarreled once in a year. Does that ever happen? And then her friend, when she came home, threw oil on the fire. She reminded her of a story that happened when she was a child. When she was 12, an old gypsy told her for a basket of raspberries that she would meet a vampire twice in her life. And twice he would change her life abruptly. Some strange fortune-telling. They laughed at the time. But now they remember. Vampires aren't reflected in the mirror and can't be in the sun. And my Aaron is normal. Oh, and you're stupid, Angela. Vampires can be different. There are those who can be in the sun and enchant people. Maybe that's why you fell in love with him. It's like a joke conversation. But he's got it in the young girl's head. And her girlfriend calls me every day and gives me options. She even suggested that Aaron might have a family somewhere else. Well, cannot be such a perfect man. And now Angela began to notice that all these thoughts prevent her and her husband from communicating. She became irritable, suspicious. Scandals every time she rolled him on the spot. And then it got ridiculous. She began to watch him. She was poking around in his phone, and in the evenings, when he was working late, she was interrogating him. Then she followed him on the street, too. And the worst part was that he noticed it. They eventually broke up, and no matter how hard Angela tried, she and Aaron never got back on track. And she realized after a while that it wasn't her husband who was a vampire at all. It was the one who gave her advice but didn't believe in love. And now the gypsy's words became clearer. That's how Angela met her first vampire. Now she's grown up and wiser, but she's still terrified of meeting her second vampire. He must be out there somewhere. But how to spot him, among all the people?
Thank you for watching and supporting me. Subscribe to the channel. There will be many more interesting things.